Hi there. Welcome to Loving Life Over 50. I'm so happy to spend a few minutes with you today. I believe that as women, we can all thrive after 50. And today we'll be talking about relationship success in your marriage or long-term relationship during that midlife period. Navigating a romantic relationship in midlife can feel like walking a tightrope, right? There's this constant balancing act between rediscovering who you are, adjusting to life's challenges, and still trying to nurture your connection with your partner. It's a lot. And if you're anything like me, you might find yourself wondering, how do we as a couple keep this relationship strong and fulfilling when everything around us is changing? That's what I want to talk about today. And I don't mean in some abstract way, but woman to woman, because let's be real, this stage of life comes with unique challenges. And who better to share it with than someone walking the same path? By the time we reach our midlife, so much about us as individuals has evolved. Our priorities have shifted. Maybe the kids are out of the house, or your career is winding down, or maybe it is ramping up in a new direction. These changes can really leave us feeling a little bit untethered, even in our most important relationships. And I want to say right now, that's okay and normal. Life isn't static, and neither are relationships. The key is to recognize this and be able to embrace the opportunity that it brings to reconnect with your partner in a way that fits who you both are right now, not who you were years ago when you first met. Here is what I've learned. Communication at this stage of life isn't just important, it's everything. I'm not just talking about the "how was your day, honey?" or that kind of communication, but the deep, meaningful conversations that remind you why you fell in love in the first place. When was the last time you asked your partner how they really felt about this stage of life? What excites them now? Or what scares them? And when was the last time that you shared those things about yourself? We often assume that we know everything there is to know about our partners. After all these years, but people change. You've changed. They've changed. And the only way to truly reconnect is to get curious about each other again. One thing that's helped me, and I hope it helps you too, is creating space for regular one-on-one time. I know it's easy to say, we'll have date night once a month or once a week, and once things calm down. But let's be honest, life never really slows down, does it? It's up to us to carve out that time and make it a priority. It doesn't have to be extravagant or super frequent. My husband and I found that getting up together and going to bed together was a great start. And we've been doing it during our entire relationship. It often includes a hot tub and enjoying coffee at the beginning of the day. It sounds really simple, but these two bookend times are so important to connect without distraction, just the two of us. Those bookend moments have huge impact, and they remind us to see each other, really see each other outside the roles that we've been playing as parents, professionals, caregivers, and get back to the core of our partnership and marriage. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the empty nest. If your kids have left home, it's a huge adjustment. For years, so much of your energy and your identity was wrapped up in being a mom, right? And then suddenly the house is quieter, and you're left staring across the dinner table at the person you started your journey with. It can feel unsettling at first, let's be honest, but it's also an incredible opportunity to rediscover each other. What did you love doing together before you had kids? Was it traveling, dancing, going on hikes, watching movies, staying up late and dreaming about the future? This is your chance to bring some of that magic back. Of course, not every midlife relationship is without its bumps. Maybe there's some unresolved tension that's been kind of swept under the rug over the years, or maybe you're finding it hard to reconnect after spending so much focused time on other things and maybe other people. If that's where you are, let me tell you this. Seeking support is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of love. Whether it's through counseling, relationship workshops, or just opening up to trusted friends, there's no shame in saying, hey, I love you and we need a little help here. In fact, I think it's one of the bravest things that a couple can do together. Now, obviously, both need to have a willingness, but if you're both open, it could be just what you need. Seeking a deeper guidance for your relationship can feel intimidating because you're exposing yourself, but it's one of the most powerful steps that you can take towards building a strong connection. Midlife couple therapy or marriage counseling isn't about pointing fingers or dwelling on what's gone wrong. It's about creating a space where you and your partner can openly communicate, identify shared goals, and hopefully reignite that spark that you used to have, or maybe has dwindled a little bit. Think of it as an investment in your future together, a way to navigate life's transitions with clarity and purpose. Whether you're rediscovering each other post-retirement or looking to realign your priorities as a couple, this process can really help you uncover new ways to support and love each other. It's about learning to grow together, not apart, and embracing the opportunities that midlife brings to create a partnership that thrives in this exciting new chapter. And don't forget the importance of keeping things light and fun. Relationships can feel so heavy sometimes, especially when you're dealing with big life changes. But laughter is healing. Maybe it's watching a silly movie together or sharing that inside joke that always cracks you up. Whatever it is, don't lose sight of the joy that comes from simply enjoying each other's company. Now, here's something I've had to remind myself of, and I want to remind you too. Taking care of your relationship starts with taking care of yourself. I know we hear it all the time, but it's true. When you're happy and fulfilled as an individual, you bring the best of yourself to the relationship. So carve out time for your own personal passions. Spend time with your friends. Take that art class or yoga retreat that you've been thinking about. Support and encourage your partner or spouse to do the same. When you're both thriving, your relationships will thrive as well. Lastly, I want to leave you with this. Midlife is a gift. It's a time to reflect on everything that you've built together and to dream about what's next. It's an exciting time. It's a time to celebrate the love that has carried you through those ups and downs and to recommit to making this next chapter just as meaningful. It's not about perfection. It's about showing up imperfectly, authentically, and with an open heart. So let's do this together. Let's embrace the beauty and the challenges of midlife relationships with grace, courage, and a whole lot of love. Because if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that the best is yet to come. Cheers to that for you as well. Cheers to that for you too. And until the next time, be good to yourself and be good to others.